What's up, team? Good, brothers. Shout out to the books I got, man. Honestly, I didn't read any last night. I told myself I was going to, and I lied. So, no matter what, after stream today, after I go to the gym, I'm gonna sit down and just read. I'm gonna sit down and read. What am I trying to do? Oh, TikTok. You playing Valorant? I haven't played in a really long time. Played like one game recently, but it's been like 3, 4 years since I've actually played. I'm gonna be trading in the zone first because I've already started it. Um, I have to find Market Wizards. I can't find that book. That's the one I want to read first. I want to read Market Wizards first, but I can't find it near me, so I'm gonna be trading in the zone. I've already started it. I'm just gonna finish it. You can get the indicator. Yeah, no worries, bro. The indicator is You can see my indicator list right here. I kind of want the book. I have the book on paper. I really want the book in person. I think it's gonna make a difference for me personally. I think it's gonna make a difference. Also, I can finally delete these videos. Yeah, I want a hard copy. I feel like it'll just be more enticing for me to actually read it if I spend money on it. Yeah, apparently Atomic Habits is really good as well. I'm probably gonna say that one to last because I think that one's like more just on habits and less on trading. So I think I'm gonna read Trading the Zone, then Disciplined Trader, then Best Loser Wins. I'm gonna try to find Market Wizard, a bookstore or something. I'm good, Ron. Everything's been good, bro. Start up the TikTok live. We've got a new alpha eval that I'll be working on, so hopefully we can pass that for May. I'm gonna get a payout with it in June. That'd be good. I managed to get like a good schedule. I'm gonna trade every day. After trading, I'm gonna journal, hop in gems, review a little bit for like 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go to the gym at like 12. Come back, either go for a swim or just start doing work. All my savings on Edwards to 30 bomb. It's not a bad idea, bro. I'm actually kind of with you on that. You know what? I'm actually kind of with you on that. What's good, Jerome pal? Good afternoon. For me, it's early morning, but good morning to you, brother. I'm gonna start posting more losses as well. The thing is, I don't. So, sir, here we go again. Here we go again, brother. You don't know who I am, do you? Unless you're Fed Chair himself, bro. Do you trade FOMC days? Tomorrow, I'll be trading the afternoon session. So tomorrow, I'll be live at 2:30. 2. Maybe we'll get in a little bit early. 2:15. I don't trade the morning session, no. Absolutely not the morning session. Wow. What's good, brother? That's how me trading one account, London one account, New York, I wouldn't I mean, I would if you're gonna do both sessions. I would do one account. I would alternate because you don't want to be trading on one account the entire time. But I wouldn't trade two sessions. I really would just try to perfect one. Um, especially if you're struggling with some, like, it depends. It depends what's holding you back. If it's like a scheduled thing, then that's okay. But I wouldn't like actively be like, I'm free. Let's trade London. It's really easy to get caught up. It's really easy to get caught up. Bias Friday's low. Simple. Not gonna fight this bearish order flow. I'm looking for Friday's low. Um, we are very expansive. I mean, if you look at the entire Asian range, it's already at -1. So it's a rare that we expand this much. But hey, man, it's bearish. But if you're gonna do it, I would do it one account. That is probably how you want to do it, brother. Probably the best way to do it. Got a bagel here. I made a new breakfast today. Thursday though, Friday, isn't it? Friday's low. Friday's low taken. Doesn't look like Friday's low taken. Am I on the wrong one? June 2025. Doesn't look like it's taken. Friday's low. That's my objective. Your growth is splendid. Proud of you. Appreciate you, bro. Bias? Bearish. Oh, because people see it on the 15-minute. It's yeah, it says Thursday 18, but it's not actually Thursday. Because technically on this, the new candle starts at 18 o'clock. It is Friday's low, though. I see the confusion. So, yeah, just going to look for continuation shorts. There's a ton of bullish FPGs below, though. Yeah, it's a great draw on liquidity, bro. Great reason to go lower. Wouldn't you say? Set a personal day loss limit for this eval. How much do I want to risk? 1,000? I think we'll do 1,000. We'll do 1,000 on the eval here. How do you know when and has been played out? What does that mean, and has? I mean, yeah, if my model forms, I'll take a trade today. How do you know if an S&P has been played out? It's all about bias, brother. Bias and drawn liquidity. Yeah, we might get to Friday's low. I've also marked out the daily bullish fair value gap quadrants. Could potentially see like 25%. We're gonna have to be probably patient until. Okay, so all the accounts are set up. Personal daily loss limit here. Daily. Lost it. Here. Cool. Do you have to trade the same amount of? Nope. I mean, you need 3 days. It's gonna be 3 wins minimum because you have to reach consistency. But no, there's no minimum days. Like, there's no rule that says this many days or this many winning days. You need to reach 40%. That's all. Then you can request payout. We're on the micro. Bro, that guy is so stupid, bro. That guy in the comment section was so stupid. Like, Bo's a full-time backtester. Plan, look for continuation shorts to Friday's low. Pretty simple plan. It's going to be hard, though. No accumulation pre-market, so might have to be a little patient. Just rage bait, bro. Daily FEG right here. Not in a short right now, no. Does anyone know? Does anyone know how you can get an emoji here? Like, can you do? Ooh, you can. Cool. If you lose two and the rest of you win. So when you 40% consistency, it means your best day, your best trading day can't be 40% of your total profits. I personally do think that we will see higher from here. But the thing is, it might not happen today. Like, I don't know if we're going to see a full reversal. That's a lot of movement for a day. That's a lot of movement when we already had expansion overnight. There's no red folder today. FOMC's tomorrow. I might be demanding too much. But I mean, if we start trading into the city, I mean, yeah, you can. The reason you can look for longs is not because it's going to reverse the whole move, but because you know it's probably not going to go below. You know, if you're bullish on the week. How do you right up there, GatieTrades? It's an indicator called this one right here. I would play both Funk. I don't mind. Aligning with my bias on the week or on the daily chart isn't a criteria for me, so. Ooh, I can put the emoji. That's so nice. I'm eating a bagel, ate a Greek yogurt, and I got a muffin here as well. I'm trying to take my fitness. Well, for those of you who don't know, by the way, you know what I was doing before trading? I was an online fitness coach. I was an online fitness coach, bro. I used to take my fitness very seriously when I was in college. Then I kind of just stopped. And I'm not like unhealthy or anything, but I was doing a lot better. So I'm really trying to focus up and get back into it, get my eating right. So I'm trying to eat every day breakfast before trading. That way, as soon as I'm done trading, I'm like fully digested and I can go to the gym. So the physique, or ask me in like 2 months, bro. I got you, bro. I got you in like 2 months. You know what sucks about live streaming, bro? Like some of you are genuinely like so chill that it would be so nice to just trade and just like read chat. But some of you are so troll, man. Like I just can't even have the chat open, you know? Buy today, we're looking for Friday's low. Alright, I'm gonna minimize chat. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna lock in. What's up, Great Lake? Great Lake, I remember when you asked me about bias not too long ago. I really think that new video I'm gonna make, because I was talking to John and I realized just he said something that made me realize. I was like, oh, so that's how you guys. I mean, I'm assuming it's being repeated. That's how some of you, or maybe it's just him, but I'm gonna assume because I was the same, are kind of viewing getting biased and how to do it. So like, oh, which time frame, which high, which low. Like, I think I have a good answer. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna do it in live lecture, but it will be recorded. All right, you guys know the drill. Huge opening range gap. We will mark that out. Open, close, mark out the quarters, just like this. I think I want to make these lines different. Like I'm down for like maybe blue here. Maybe we change the line to dashed. Maybe we go with light blue. 70%. Middle one we go with dark blue. Something like that. And then we use this specifically for, oh, that's way too bright. 50, 30, 30 is good. I mean, I mark this out every day. I think it should be something a little bit different than. Nice. Do I like that visually? Is that kind of really faint? But I think I like it like that. Actually, no, I think I like this blue. Well, while I sit here and customize this, I think the orange is a lot better. Yeah. I'll put the. I also don't have to mark out a 0. I think we'll keep 0 marked out. It needs to be perfect, man. It needs to be perfect. Well, I think we can just do 100%. Good for now. All right. So we're trading higher above 930 open, which is good. Also, wait, this is incorrect. Opening price is right there. Okay. So I like these equal highs right here. Let's see if we can get them. Nice smooth equal highs. There isn't really any fair value gap above besides right there. We do have S&T at those highs, but 25% opening range gap is there. Here. So I'm gonna wait for a first presentation. Make the argument this is first presentation. I'm not gonna mark it as first presentation, but we'll mark it out. It's too small for me. But on ES, it's quite clean, so we're gonna use this as first presentation. I can do a video on that. I really like this eye emoji. It's really clean. I can do a video on all my chart settings and such. The video on opening range gap is out. It's actually a really good video. I'd recommend watching. Probably best interest to wait for the macro here. I just recently got a new 100K eval with alpha, so I'll probably, I think we'll risk 1K on that. 1K to make 2, passing 3 wins, lose it in 4 losses. I think that's pretty good. Same with top set, we'll risk 500. I think the best thing you can do is instead of buying like 5 evals and copy trading them all and trying to pass them in one go, buy. I mean, if you want to buy 5 or whatever amount you want to buy, do it. But then don't just copy trade them all. Do them one by one. But you're risking super aggressive. You want to risk all your accounts in 1-2 trades. This muffin's good. There's 25% opening range gap. There's the buy side I was talking about. $50-minute cibis up here. I did say in my pre-market plan. In my pre-market plan, I did say I'm bearish. If we start getting extreme extreme displacement higher, it will probably confirm the reversal. But I don't think this is extreme enough. To me, this still looks like a run on just a run on buy side. BISD would be right here, but not interested. Not unless we put a bearish fair value gap or something. I don't like that we only put in this one. It's too sloppy still. It's still a little bit too sloppy for me. ES looks a lot cleaner. But I want to see signs of low resistance conditions. I don't want to see signs of wicking and sloppiness. Oh, 5 minute. Yeah, reclaim the bearish. We do have the open 15 here. It looks like we'll probably get there. At least on ES, maybe. Quickly check the dollar. Bearish. YM. Similar. And synchronous. But full cleaning of my room after this. Read some books. I think we can still go higher. Wouldn't mind even taking a long towards that 15, but I don't see where I'm going to find a nice one. Come out, take the low. Something like this in the macro. I'm not opposed to it. Micro, yes. I'll do it to think we get there. Yeah. We'll see. Right there. Immediate rebalance on the 5. We probably get to the city. I guess I don't need this watermark down here. It doesn't have to go higher. I like it going higher still. Didn't really give us any opportunity to get in long. Sure, maybe now after the short term low. Look how we're not putting in any fair value gaps. Best to stay patient, in my opinion. Well, what was that? Cool. Inside the 5 minute bullish. If we get an inversion here, I'll long that to the 15. If it forms a bearish, then I'll look for a protraction. We'll see how this closes, because it would technically be a change in the state. Cool. Could be a reversal. Hard to say. Standard deviations align nicely. Oh, this is your highest high here? Still kind of skeptical though. Not bad. I mean, we took out the buy side. Took out the buy side. This formed a breaker. I guess you could have got in on a trade like this. But I don't know. I'm still skeptical personally. It's too uneventful in here. But we'll see. For me to get in short, we'd have to see something like this. There's no way I'm going to take it anywhere here, so stay patient. Macro's in 2 seconds. You can use NQ1 with beta adjust on, or you can use NQ M2022. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. I think those we'll seek this for value gap. I don't think it stays open for long. Damn, man, this is surely someone says something. This is insane volatility being injected right at 946. So you really could have just taken the CISD. Well, actually, not even. Oh yeah, it is. You took it on this candle's close. Bravo. Bravo, 2.5R to Friday's low. That's a tough one though, in my opinion. I don't think I would take that personally. Well, I didn't. But even looking back, I don't see myself taking it. Nice projection off 25% opening range gap. Man, if you haven't seen my video on YouTube on the opening range gap, I promise you should watch that video. If you trade 9:30 opening, you trade after 9:30 Eastern time, you should watch that video. It's very, very, very useful. It's like a fair value gap that's always there. You can use it every single day. Always. Every time. Every day. I use it every day. Yeah, there's a nice 15-second entry here. 15-second protraction model. 15-second looks really nice, actually. We trade into the RB. Almost at Friday's low. First strong liquidity for the day. Friday's low could offer higher prices. We've expanded so far from Asia's range. We don't have any manipulation above midnight opening price as well. Just this little teeny tiny wick above. I feel like we're approaching a potential reversal. Because of how fast we got here, I believe we're approaching. There's Friday's low. We have an SMT there right now. For me to get in long, there's absolutely no, like, it would have to be right here. That's the CISB. So staying patient here for sure. In 15-second. 15-second CISD would be right here. Don't want to be getting into that though. I expect accumulation at this level. The first signs of bullish order flow. No way I can short this. way too aggressive. I mean, long this. Could we expect ES to take Friday's low? Did YM take Friday's low? Nope, just NQ. Just NQ. Check Apple stock quickly. What's Amazon looking like? Oh, cool. 208. Whoa. Microsoft huge. Yeah, I think I had to stay patient in terms of stocks. All right. Could offer us a protraction model short, maybe 25% opening range gap. I mean, sorry, daily CIVI. Maybe ES wants to also come down. It also could reverse from here. So, what do I do? Well, I wait for more information. Simple. Be patient. I'd be pretty surprised if we only ran through Friday's low once. The reason an engineered low is so good is because now engineering, like, yeah, we swept the liquidity, but that was an engineered low at the previous like level. So usually we run that liquidity twice. Not enough room to short this though. Like 0.63R to point. We went to 50% of the daily CIBI. I never ever ever take a trade looking for 50% of the daily CIBI. Like, I don't like TPing at levels like that. We can tape read it though. We'll tape read this trade. I like the SMT here. See if it holds. YM is expanding higher. Go too low in my opinion, but we're at 50% of that daily inversion. And if it's gonna reverse, it should happen now. It's gonna be a high confluence trade. I might even take this CISD, to be honest, if we get it. There's too many stacked confluences at this level. If we're bullish, this will give a nice reversal. I'm willing to risk. Idea. wait for closure. All right. I'm gonna take this reversal. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try this reversal out. I'm gonna city right above us. We'll try it. There's a lot of confluences at this level. I mean, we took out Friday's low, S&T at Friday's low, inside the daily bullish. We're at 50% of the daily inversion. If we're bullish, we should be respecting that level as well. There's an S&T on the daily, and there's an S&T right here. So I'm willing to put this risk. See if we can inverse this fair value gap though. So far we failed. Yes, inversed. Yes, looks a little bit more bullish. That's why my stop's at the low. Standard deviations, we have -1 right here. So just gonna watch how we react to premium. I'm already happy with this trade. Like I've already accepted this outcome of this trade. This is a good trade. I would take it again and again and again and again and again. So I'm not worried about the outcome whatsoever. Like in my mind, money's gone, and now it's just the trade. If it plays out, we get paid. If we don't, then we don't get paid. But yeah, we're inside the 5-minute bearish. Okay. I don't expect a lower low here. That's the idea. Don't expect a lower low. Not expecting a lower low. It could be. Also aligns with 10 a.m. PO3. So Getting back into that inversion. See if it holds. Now if we get closure below this level, if we close below here, I might consider closing the trade and just looking for a re-entry. That would be a bearish change in the state after reaching the 5. That's just a lot of negative confluences. Doesn't look like we're going to close below, but I'm going to keep it marked out. If we close below here, then you're probably going to seek lower, maybe in this range, in which case I can just look for a re-entry and also just protect myself. That's why I said that. So we also touched the daily bullish fair value gap, so I really like this level. See if we can get above first presentation. Now it's really small here, and normally we don't use that. So I'm also marking out this SIBI. But on ES, it's a really nice fair value gap, so that's why I'm referring to this one. There we have our premium SIBI. We're going to trail the stop a little bit aggressively here. Not too aggressive, I mean. In fact, we could trail the stop here. I'm going to let this one go. Good respect. The 5-minute inversion. Top of the 5-minute low. Covers the 5-minute inversion. Go back to 50% here. I like to stop at this level. Stop covering 50% of this inversion. In fact, we'll just put it at this. Yeah, I like it right here. I like it right there. Cutting my risk a lot. Not taking anything off, but I am cutting my risk significantly. In fact, we're actually break even on one of the accounts because we got a better fill. Well, not break even, pretty much break even. I'll look to take something off at the upper portion here. You can get 50% there. I'll take something off there. We're gonna manage this. Whoa. Whoa. Taking a partial inside that premium SIBI. I like my stop here. In fact, I'm at break even. I'm break even on the accounts. See if we can get that buy side. That's what I want to see, the buy side. Normally put limits, but this is a case where I will put a limit. We can inverse this premium SIBI, man. We're in the money. We'll take another 5 off here, but I'm gonna go this at 2. And we'll fill it up as the way goes. I think we can get those highs, man. I'm gonna put an alert here on YM. Not messing around with any SMTs and such. What? I just put the alert, bro. That's crazy. So YM taking out this high. We take another 2 off there just because YM took. I'm gonna remove this, manage it how I want to. Getting to that territory where I do want to probably close something. The bulk of this. Stops at 792. Alert there at YM, all the equal highs. Remember that 15-minute civvy we talked about earlier? Putting in the 15-minute bullish fair value gap. We're about to trade into it right now. Oh wait, sorry, 5-minute bullish fair value gap. So 5-minute bullish. You know, we may not even get the buy side here, but whoa. The 5-minute bullish. Stop covers. I'm trying to just cover the 5-minute bullish fair value gap as much as I can. See how we're rejecting the premium CB? Probably get a retracement here. I'm looking at this Fissy. We touched it once. Could come back and touch it again. I would love if we left it open though. That'd be great. So if we get closure above here, man, that could be an order block. The YM taking out those levels. Did YM get the 15-minute CB? I'm gonna put an alert here for YM on the 15-minute CB because YM's leading, right? I'll be patient in this. YM's leading. Watching ES here as well. I want to take the bulk off here. I want to demand the level in order to take money off the table. For now, it looks still pretty good. We could just get a nice push through. Maybe it would be great mentally. Would just be great mentally. Like we've inversed this for value gap. In fact, I'm probably gonna trail a stop here. Actually, no, I'm not. The 5 minutes still open. I like the protraction. This protraction didn't take out any low, so it's not really a protraction, you know. All right. Okay. Well, there's that. Solid. I'm out. Yeah, I know. I wanted to leave runners, but it glitched. Even I can't really leave runners because we're trading, you know, it's 50% consistency, so we'll take it. This obviously no execution here, but we'll take it. That's it. That was clean. If your position is too small for just full close, brother, that's okay. Nothing wrong with full closing. You're just gonna have to manage your stop loss. You're just gonna have to manage your stop loss. Who else is doing the accounting? Addy's doing it. Don's doing it. I'm doing it. That was my first trade on the alpha account. Perfect marking conditions today. It wasn't bad. Yeah, I would leave runners though. I can't leave runners. I can't leave runners. I would leave runners. To be honest, I would consider leaving a runner for potentially the entire week. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. Could be. I think it might be worth it because you just might be holding a 500-point runner. That's all I'm gonna say. I would leave runners. This 15-minute civvy looks really good. I already met my profit target, so I can't. There's no point in me leaving runners. The trade was good risk to reward, so I can't leave runners. But I would leave runners. Yo, let's go. Someone from the giveaway won. Someone from the giveaway. I mean, someone who won a giveaway just passed an eval. That's nice, bro. I took the initial trade down from CFTC to Friday's low. Nice, bro. When do you post your blueprint course? It's all on YouTube, brother. Good shit. Didn't get it because I never tapped back into. Is tapping back into it necessary? Well, there's a. I'm gonna tell you why I don't look for a tap in. For starters, there's a breaker block here. We touched that. Isn't that enough? There's a fair value gap here. Well, we touched that. Isn't that enough? You know, why must we refer back to the CISD? Should have left runners. This is a. You should definitely leave runners. I already met my profit target, but I would 100%. This is one of those trades where you leave runners to like Asia highs, pre-market. This could go. I'm not saying it will, but it has potential to really go. Caught the same trade, Gatie. I like the same exact as you. How many minis did you use? I didn't trade minis, brother. Micros? It was 15 micros on the 100K. 7 micros on the 50K. Do you post every week or is it complete? Oh, I post every week. So if you need a video, if you have a video in mind, let me know. I do have a schedule for videos, but I'll just have my TBI minute. Only one contract. One contract, all you got. Fabian, what I would do, brother, is just keep looking for 2R. This is the issue, and this I used to do this issue. I used to make this mistake. I would try to catch big trades because I have to risk so little, and I'm like, oh, I need to make like enough. Brother, that's not how you make enough. You make enough by consistently getting 1R, 1.5R, 2R wins. You're going to keep doing that over and over again until you can start putting the size you want to. If you just keep aiming for home run every single time, you know, when are you actually going to make money, you know? Don't let it come back and break even. If you catch 1R, 1.5R, 2R, 121. No, Dre, that's not, bro. That's amazing. Dre, that's not. Oh, fuck what people think, bro. That's what you can make at a job, bro. You made it in 14 minutes. Like, that's not a little money, bro. Majority of gents pass eval this month. Let's do it, bro. Trading tomorrow? Yep, tomorrow I'll be trading afternoon session. We gotta come to... Exactly, Fabian. We have drawdown, right? We have drawdown that we have to manage. So you gotta take your wins, and they add up. They add up. My bias is right to the dot. I mentioned it too and didn't enter because of fear. That's why I said, sometimes I have to say it out loud. Like, when I entered here, I said, in my mind, the money's already left my account. Like, that's it. I accepted the risk. Why not AM? FOMC in the afternoon, I'm not here to give anyone advice. But I highly recommend you do not trade the morning session tomorrow. You think I should risk more than 250 on 50K eval that I'm up 500 on? No, 250 is fine, bro. I mean, the blueprint, is it complete? No, I have more episodes coming, brother. I have a lot more episodes coming. Trust me, brother. I mean, the blueprint is... You have this set up on your YouTube channel? Yep, this is my model number 2. This is PO3 reversal model. Why? Why not AM session tomorrow? I'm going to tell you guys why. No problem. No problem. So if you do not know what FOMC statement and press conference, it's not just the minutes, it's the actual meeting, which is a lot more impactful than just the summary. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. These are huge numbers, huge numbers. The market is going to come back tomorrow at 2 p.m. or go back and study. You're going to see a candle that's going to take up your entire screen. And you're going to see two of them. The candles are going to be like 100-point range, 80-point ranges. There's going to be so much volatility after 2 p.m. So much volatility. What does that mean? It means the entire party is in the afternoon. There's going to be no interest. All the big ballers, no interest in the morning session. It's going to be very choppy. Now, sometimes, the morning session can be very one-directional. Because what usually happens when you see that is if we have a one-sided morning session on FOMC day, it's because FOMC is going to wipe out all the liquidity that was engineered. But it's not worth trading, in my opinion. I personally lose edge. If I were to trade 100 FOMC days in the morning, I would end red most of them. I would not end green most of them. I'm not profitable on those days. It's literally double Drake. So, in my opinion, if you don't know how to trade FOMC, I would probably just take the day off or start learning because it's dangerous to trade in the afternoon. It's a lot of risk and it's fast and you can get burned quick. But if you do know how to trade it, it's really good risk to reward. But will you be live even though you aren't trading? In the morning, I can be. I don't know what we're gonna do though. I'll be live in the afternoon unless something comes up. Why don't you take on the retest? Why would I have to wait for a retest? What is even a retest? I don't like that. I don't like that concept. I entered it as soon as I'm confirmed that it's gonna go higher and I have good risk to reward. Do you use prop firms in your country? I use Top Step and Alpha. Take the day off, maybe no point. Damn, just got out, held full position all the way through. Well done, Lori. Yeah, this is a good one to leave runners, man. Someone should leave. Is anyone here leaving runners? Because, and when I say leave runners, I mean like, throw your stop at the bottom, bro, and just let this could go. Waited for a retest and missed out. I haven't waited for a retest in like 6 months, bro. That's just me. $1 off passing. I have one micro running. Why is Alpha better than Apex? There's a lot of firms better than Apex in my opinion. Alpha is the best firm right now though. What trade you take? You can see it on the screen, brother. Unfortunately, I didn't. I could have passed my eval with the runner. That's okay, bro. I mean, it's not going to be perfect every time. Anybody in this trade, don't exit if the trend is just starting. I'm TP. I don't kind of guy. If I was trading live, would have a larger. I'm TP now kind of guy. If I was trading live, would have a larger capital. Now I feel you, bro. I mean, I'm not leaving runners. Take profit trader versus Alpha. Now that one, it depends on your goal. If you're like consistently profitable and you really trust yourself, take profits. I mean, it's probably still not better because the Alpha max cap payout is 15,000. But take profit's good. I would do both. I would do both. Take profit definitely has its advantages that no other firm can offer. It's really good. Took the same trade. Nice, bro. I like today's price action. I like today's price action too. This was by far the most A+ trade I have taken in a while. Why did you sell some at the FEG? This is how I would manage it on a funded. But that's not how I actually manage the trade. Does Alpha allow payouts on day one after funded? No, they do not allow that. Now we cook in the NBA. Now we take all our money and lose it on the playoff game today. Let's go. How many points was this? I'll show you the actual executions. 786 to 861. So what is that? 786, 681. Boom, 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 boom. 105 points, but I got pretty slipped on this, so add like, I guess 110 points on that one for me. Nice. So 2 more of those, or I guess 1.5 more of those, and we'll pass some accounts. Good stuff. Yep, I want to see the journals. What could you have done better? What could you have done worse? Wait, Addy took it? You didn't catch it? That's okay, bro. You're looking for a continuation. Might be tough. The 10 minutes forming. You got to be cautious now because after expansion, we're probably not going to just automatically. Do you have a video on psychology and risk management in your YouTube? I do. But I can probably make a better one. But I do have a really good one. I would watch it if that's what you're struggling with. How long did it take me my first payout? It took me 3 months. But I was risking 1% unfunded. Advice on how to start journaling your trades and what's the best way? Every single day you should journal. The way I framed my journal is that I can journal every single day. If I don't take, even if I don't trade it, I can adjust. Like I can adjust it. That's okay, Cryptic. If that's a rule for you, bro, that's good that you followed your rule. You done for the day? I won't push the button again, but I don't mind sitting here till 11 and watching the rest of price action and outlining any potential other move. I don't mind that. I don't think some people, what helps your psychology when leaving runners? I'm trying not to look at P&L and things and just walk away and accept. I'm going to tell you what helps me a lot. When I trade, for those of you who don't know, when I trade, I don't know my P&L. I calculate my risk. I set my stop in my mind. I literally say in my mind, this money has left my account. It's gone. It's done. The money has left. All that's left for me to do, I don't know the P&L. I don't know how much I'm up. I don't know how much I have balance in my account. Because I know it's gonna influence me. Like I know it will. So what do? I literally just try to manage the trade what makes most sense. Mentally, what makes most sense mentally and logically, right? Sometimes the best thing you can do is if you feel like I just want to take something off, like I'm not feeling comfortable, like take something off. That's not why I took something off here. I took something off here because, well, it's a premium city and we got the consequent encroachment. And we had SMT here with YM. That's how I would manage this unfunded. Yeah. And see, I expected a lower low here because, like I said, usually when we put in a low at an old daily low, usually we run that low one more time. I was expecting that to be run one more time. This is the type of reversal I would take 100 times. What was the reason for that? Bro, I'm not going to lie to you guys. There are so many higher time frame confluences in this trade. Like, can I break down this trade? Let me break down this trade. I don't think some of you realize how A+ this trade really was. Like, I don't think some of you realize. All right, let's go back. Let's go back and start from scratch, okay? First things first. Let's go to the daily chart. Let's go to the daily chart. Not only did we take out Friday's low, we entered the daily bullish fair value gap. If we're bullish, we shouldn't be trading to the low of this fair value gap. So it makes sense that we reject off the upper quadrant of it. On top of that, if we're bullish, we should respect the upper quadrant of this daily inversion. We touch 1 or 2 ticks below 50% of that daily inversion level. Right here, retrace. And we get the setup at that exact same time. Let me continue. There is an SMT here on the daily chart. Not only is there an SMT on the daily chart, there's also an SMT at this level. On top of that, we engineered a low, ran it at 10 a.m., and then we get the breaker. So 10 a.m. reversal and power of 3 idea is in line with this trade. We're also inside the macro. On top of that, this is a double purge reversal model, meaning before we reversed, we engineered liquidity higher, inducing shorts, then we can see the speed towards the engineered liquidity. That's why I was really focused on this level, because you know it's going to take this high out if this is a true reversal. On top of that, that's it actually. So that was pretty much all the confluences for the trade. It's also been bullish on the daily chart, so we're probably expecting higher on the daily anyways. That's pretty much all the confluences. This is A+. The setup was clean too. It gave you a clean CISD with a breaker, with an inversion fair value gap, with another inversion fair value gap. You could have taken any one of those entries. Standard deviations aligned well. -2 to 2.5. What a coincidence for consolidating. It's just beautiful, you know? If you really want to be that guy, too, like I said earlier, shout out to ICT, but shout out to not only ICT, but shout out to JCap, who kind of reinforced this idea in my head. Usually we don't expand too far past the Asian range. So if we're going to get, and you can use this with flout and CBDR, it's probably most consistent with Asian range though. If this is your Asian range, we're already at like -2. The chances of us getting like -2.5, -3, it's low. That rarely happens. So it's a great place to look for reversal from. ICT teaches this in 2016. The JCap recently posted it. I saw it on TikTok. I don't know if he probably has a video, a longer one on YouTube. But I saw a TikTok of him talking about that, and I was like, you know what? I should probably add this. Today was the perfect silver bullet model too. Yeah. That would be this fair value gap. Do you think I should trade the Asian session on top of the New York? I wouldn't. Longs and premium don't make sense. What do you mean longs and premium? Where would I leave a runner to? Are we talking a funded account here? If I was, I'm not gonna lie, if I was on a live account, I would slam this thing and just aim for like the Friday high. Like if I was on a live, like, I'm bullish on the week, so I'm biased. If you want to find like a high probability something get out intraday, this would have been a good runner. 50% opening range gap. Notice how we never removed that marker. I left it. 50% opening range gap. That's always a good TP. Because the reason, if you're trading like intraday, you don't want to be stuck. Like, okay, eventually it's gonna come back down. It's not just gonna go up and up and up every single for the rest of life, right? It's gonna come back, and you want to be able to, like hold it before it stops you out. So you have to ask yourself, where are we likely to go before getting a potential move SL to the nearest low? I mean, yeah, if your SL's here, then just aim for it, right? But like, you don't want to put your stop like all the way here and give up like 150 points. I don't know if alpha closes your trades. I don't know. I've never held that. And for anyone who missed the move, stop getting FOMO. Stop feeling like you are a failure. It's fine. Just relax. It's not a big deal. It's okay. Not gonna catch every move. That's why you study. I remember I used to feel bad every time. I'm like, F man, I missed the move, man. My model was right there. Okay, so what are you gonna do? Right here, right here, SMC? Like the long right here? Are you asking me about this? Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is probably the most A+ reversal I've ever taken. There are so many reasons as to why price is gonna go higher right at that moment. I went full risk. Like, I don't know if you just joined. Did you hear my reasoning? It's pretty deep discount. I mean, in terms of the day, we're below midnight. I get what you're thinking. Like, probably you're looking at like the daily range. The thing is, and yeah, it could have come here, but you don't want to see it go that low, and I'll explain why. There's a couple things here. So when you're gauging order flow, if you're bullish, there's a couple things I was looking at. This inversion fair value gap. This inversion fair value gap, to me, convinced higher prices on the daily. I'm expecting higher. I may be wrong, but I'm expecting higher, and I'm sticking with that narrative. If that's true, if that's the narrative I'm going to go with on the week, and we inverse this, we shouldn't be exploring this price range. This 50% level and below, we shouldn't be going there. It should stay in the upper portion. So the fact that we got to 50%, the fact that we got here, this is where you would want to see it, because it shouldn't be going that much lower. And then the same concept comes with this daily bullish fair value gap. Exact same concept. On top of that, we took out Friday's low. So what more do we have to go lower? If we reached like the max that we should be trading into the fair value gap, and we took out Friday's low. On top of that, there's SMT at Friday's low. and then there's SMT here as well, and it aligns with 10 a.m. power 3. Like to me, that's as A plus as it gets. On top of that, if you really want to get into a lot of reasoning, we're at -2 standard deviations of the Asian range. Most days, like 95% of the time or something, it's not gonna go past this. Asian range, it's not gonna go like -3, negative. That's too much in one day. It can be bearish on the daily chart. That's fine. Maybe I'm wrong about the higher time frame narrative, but we have this coverage, this kind of insurance policy that, well, we've already expanded to -2 of Asian range. So even if we are bearish higher time frame, it shouldn't be expanding below -2 of Asian range. That's way too low. So it could go lower the rest of the week. Personally, I think higher, but I mean, we'll see. I know a lot of people are bearish. It's at a pretty pivotal point. We're also inside a bearish monthly fair value gap, but in my opinion, Friday's high. Daily buy side. Is DEF going lower? Maybe, man. We'll see. Explain more about when the range that expanded without FEG a few minutes after 9:30. What do you mean by that? Can you re-ask that question? This is 100%. This is a double purge reversal model. And this is also a breaker mitigation, yes. I wonder if ISO took that. Think I should hold till Asia highs? Depends. What you managed to take off, where your stop loss is, where your entry was. Like, I'd be content with 50%, and I would just call my day. Where do I see retracement? 1050 macro or lunch. So if we retrace, I think the weekend counts as 2 days, yeah. So Toppy, it'll tell you in your dashboard. It'll say the day that you can request it for. What time took the same reverse on left to run for London highs? Like the 15-minute fair value gap that's forming. I like that. See you tomorrow. But like I said, it's pretty. If it was me, I like holding runners, but I don't like holding runners forever. You know, I like to just kind of get off the chart. I'm taking off. But it depends. Like, man, if you took off 90% and you have one runner, how many points was that for your entry? I got 110 points on that. Well, it was like 115 points. Usually market CSC below or wait for retracement. It all depends on risk to reward. I don't care about no retest. To me, the only thing that matters is confirmation and risk to reward. I had good enough risk to reward to take it here. I could have even taken it right here if I wanted. It's still good risk to reward. Actually, that's not good risk to reward, so never mind. I wouldn't take it up there. But like anywhere here, anywhere in this green box, it's good risk to reward. So I took it as soon as that candle closed. It's 2.5. It's nice. And if you left runners, or I already hit my profit target, so I didn't need runners. Waiting for 1 minute HL to form and then after celebrate. Yeah. So if we retrace now, I'd expect this 15-minute to hold. If we expand now, then lunch will probably retrace. I'd look to get off at I look to take it off around 11 to 11:30. Yeah, do you know what's something happened to me? I'm shitting knowing when to leverage more of this shit. I just entered 2 macros in the profit. I feel like it's not taking a higher profit we set up. What I would recommend for now, then, Eugenia, was just risk the same amount every single trade, bro. How much did you risk? 1% on all my accounts. If you consider bringing yourself to no S&T form, I use so I'll tell you where my official stop loss was. For me, what I'm looking at is we shouldn't close below 50% of the order block that I'm entering off of. So this is my CISD. Let me do it with quarters. Weird. This is 50%. Okay. If I'm going to enter this order block and it's going to be a low resistance liquidity trade, we shouldn't be closing below 50%. So I'm putting my stop loss at the body, right? Because it should cover. Like if it's going to wick, it probably won't wick all the way down here. The true safe level is the low. But I want to try to, like, let me show you the difference in risk to reward by just that little move, right? So if I have the stop loss at the low, it's 1.86R. Where did I calculate my stop loss from? 50%. It's 2.5. I just gained 0.7 risk to reward simply by moving my stop loss from the low to the body. Now you can't do that every time. But what about the no wick candle? That's what I want to see, brother. No wick candle? That's exactly what I want to see at that time. That's exactly what I want to see at that time. Look how many no wick candles form. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I gonna flip my bias? No. Why do I want to see that? Think about it like this. I want to see price go up, and the candle that's what do I see on the 1 minute? It opens and just immediately goes up. That's as bullish as you can get, man. That's as bullish. You literally can't get more bullish than that. It didn't even tick down. It is that aggressive, you know? When did I enter? As soon as this candle closed at 10:01, I entered on the next candle. Because this candle, so 10:01 confirmed for me. 10:01 is my entry. That is how I like to trade. We took the same trade. Hey, nice, bro. 1 hour CB's holding hard. Yeah, I mean, I think it can go higher. It's hard to say how high before it retraces. That's a really hard thing to say. So you should just find a level and hold. 50% is really good in my opinion. Like that's adding really good risk to reward. But I already hit my profit target. You trade 2 minis? No. First of all, I don't know how you be trading minis unless you have a huge account. You probably can't really trade minis. If you want to take partials, trade micros. You can't take partials if you only trade 2 contracts. That doesn't make sense. You'll never get good risk to reward. It's going to be really hard, brother. I have a question. Why didn't the first president FSG fail? What do you mean, why did it fail? Doesn't look like it failed to me. Looks like it delivered perfectly. Look at ES too. 1 tick, first presentation, boom. I think the same thing happened here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, come on. That's just way too clean, bro. It's just way too clean. At this point, it's way too clean. Like, what are the odds? If you haven't seen my video on first presentation fair value gap and opening range gap, it's just way too clean. Like, I can't even... It's just too clean, man. Like, what are the odds? What are the odds that we inverse, come right back to the low, close above, come right back to the upper quadrant, which it should be doing, and then we close above yet again, and then we speed up to the 25%, and we speed up all the way to 50% org. Come on, man. Come on, man. You could have taken this. Think I entered too early then? Yeah, this is first presentation, so... Oh, you took a long here? If you took a long here, I mean, it's not a bad trade, but it's just a little bit too early before you expect the big move. This is just 9:30 volatility, so you can take a long here, but you better not, like, think about it. Do you think this is going to be the low of session right here? Probably not. It might give you a move, but it's probably not going to be the low. It could be, but it's risky. So you want to make sure you're taking something off. So if you're going to get long in here, you better start to look, at least adjust your stop loss to somewhere once we take out these highs. We took out a lot of buy side. You got to take a partial there or close the trade. So you're taking not a bad trade, but it's not offering you that much good risk to reward on that trade. Green box retest? Fire, bro. Yeah. Clean. There's a lot of ways to get in. You just have to trust your bias. Why you drop to a 1 minute immediately? I don't drop to a 1 minute. I'm always on the 1 minute, brother. I'll go up for more information, but I'm always staying on the one. That's how I like to read price. That's where all my data's from. The other time frames are just too slow. Like if you're trading the 5, so then what do you do here on the 5? You want to get long and this candle doesn't inverse. Do you break rules and take it? What are you going to do? You just missed out on like, you know? Same thing on the 3. Do you just break rules and take a long here, or do you have to wait for this one? If so, it's not bad, but I mean, you've already missed like 70 points at that point. 2 minute, I guess the 2 minute inversion. It's not bad. Could have taken that. Need to set up every day for the rest of my life. Why do you cover the body of the green box? Why do I cover the body? Because there's a volume imbalance. You can't exclude this information. There's a gap right here between the bodies. That is key information you cannot exclude. Of course it's okay to miss a trade. Well, so what if you miss this trade? What, is this your last trading day? Do you have a bill that you need to pay tomorrow? Listen, bro, it's gonna come again, man. Nothing wrong with missing this trade. What's wrong is if you missed the trade and then you took a bad trade after. That's not good. When is it invalid to count the volume imbalance with FEG? The only time it is invalid is if the wick covers 50%. So see if I can find one. So you'll see what I'm talking about. It's gonna be hard because this is a really nice price action. I'll find one. Okay, so for example, look right here. You're not gonna draw it like this because see this wick? It's covering 50%. You have an inaccurate consequent encroachment level. It can't be encroaching on itself, right? So you would have to draw it like this. Now you include this one, because see how it doesn't get to 50%? So you include this one. So you don't do it like this. You do it like this, because this one doesn't get to 50%. But you don't include this one, okay? Because this one covers 50%. You're trying to get an accurate consequent encroachment level. If the wick covers 50%, well then it's like kind of encroaching on itself, so it doesn't even make sense, right? Wouldn't even make sense. Hopefully that makes sense. This is ITT's teaching, by the way. So I can't speak to the validity of that, but it makes sense to me, so I use it. And I trust ITT when he says it, so. You think 2 and 3 and 4 timers are valid as the basic ones? Yeah, I think M1 to M5 for day trading, anything else is fine. If you plan on holding this as a day trade, as I am, this isn't my swing position. If it's my swing position and I'm bullish and my swing criteria is met, then yeah, man, you can go to the 15 and be like, all right, 15, fair value gap, stop at the low. I don't know, aim for the weekly high. You can trade that way, but I'm not looking to hold it like that. So I got to get in on the 1, 2, 3. You know, anything from M1 to M5, you should be able to find at least like 1 to 2R. M5, it gets harder in my opinion, but it's also more confirmation, so. It's more confirmation. That nice double purge. I always enter on the 1 minute for the most part. Like 9 out of 10 times I'll enter on the 1 minute. What I'm talking about these weird numbers like 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think it's fine. I always look. Because sometimes the 1 minute's not as clean as a 2. Like sometimes, now in this case, this is a really clean change in the state of delivery right here, right? On the 1 minute. Sometimes you're changing the state of delivery on the 2. Like, let me check the 3 minute real quick. It's not there, unfortunately. Like sometimes you just get a really clean one on one of the 1, 2, or 3s. Like it'll be like here, for example, and that's just like, well, that's way cleaner, you know? Or sometimes the fair value gap, like maybe there's no fair value gap here on the 1 minute, but on the 2 minute, there's the cleanest fair value gap there, you know? Then I'll use that. Would I go for sales right now? As a retracement idea, maybe, but I wouldn't want to trade. Like I know the risk of trading after missing this. Sure, man. I mean, you can look for these equal lows, maybe. It's hard to know how far it's gonna go down. You have to like manage your trade really well. Would it be too late to get in? If I was gonna get in, I mean, yeah, it depends. How long do you plan on holding? How high do you think it can go? Are you willing to swing this position? For the morning session, it's done. Or almost going into lunch now. Do you want to take a trade and hold it through lunch and PM session? Probably not. If you do, I don't know, maybe this 15-minute fair value gap, it shouldn't inverse, but your stop's gonna have to cover pretty significantly. Maybe even the low. I don't know how deep it overtrace. It's really hard to say. But if you want to do something like this, you can try for 3R. Your entry would be like here. But you can try it for 2R. It'll probably play out. But I don't want to hold the trade like that. Maybe you get the 15-minute CIST, 3R. Tough. We don't know how low it's going to go. We don't even know if our daily bias is correct, right? All we knew that there was a high probability chance of us moving higher here. And it aligned with our daily bias. Our daily bias, we don't know. Maybe PM session will come back and close below Friday's low, and then we see this wick. It's hard. We don't know for sure. But I'm bullish still. Until proven otherwise. That was unicorn. That was unicorn, yes. Well done, Jonathan. Can you run through your bias, please? Run through the bias. You mean why I was bullish? The main reason I was bullish, this order flow is obviously bullish. And I was potentially going to be bearish because of this wick. Then we closed above. So I'm bullish going into this week. Until we close back below here, I'm still bullish. That's it. Just using this premium fair value gap. What strategy use? I use power of 3. Entry criteria, it's either going to be a change in the state of delivery / breaker block, or it's going to be an inversion fair value gap. That is my criteria to enter a trade, one or the other. That's my confirmation tool. I can enter 1,000 different ways, bro. I can enter just because I think it's going to go higher. As long as my confirmation tool, you know, like I'm not putting a limit order on any level and waiting for a retest. I enter market order once the move is confirmed for me. Tomorrow AM? Absolutely not. I will be sleeping. I will trade the PM session tomorrow. I feel you, Laurie. Yeah. Sometimes, but the thing is, like, every trade has bias. You know, would you take a long here if you weren't biased, thinking it's gonna go higher? It's bias. It doesn't have to be daily bias. Not every day is daily bias. You know, sometimes the daily chart's like, I don't know where the fuck this is going, man. The only time daily bias really matters is if you're trading with like the order flow, or you're trying to cast like the weekly range. You know, it doesn't really matter for you. You're trying to take a 1 hour trade. Where are we gonna go right now? This next hour, where are we likely to go? Right? That's what you're trying to capture. What is your model? Same model. Nothing changes whatsoever. Why tomorrow PM session? Because it's FOMC press conference tomorrow. Morning session's probably going to be very uneventful. Did you watch all of ICT? I've seen everything on ICT's YouTube channel. Most of it I've seen multiple times as well. Can you show the 1 minute? Here you go, brother. You can watch this while I journal. But full TP and Barcelona win today. What a beautiful day. On my first FX trade, how do you work when I get my first payout? Are you on Alpha or Top Step or what firm? The long at 10 looked good, but didn't tap in discount. I mean, yeah, if that's your criteria, man, it's good that you waited for that. If there's no SMT, oh yeah, I don't even need SMT. It was just a confluence for me. For me, all I need to see is the closure above this level. That's enough. Can you make a video on all the proper rules and necessary steps to follow? Yeah. You know what? I can do that. I can do that. I will do that. Can you look like Michael B? Who's Michael B, bro? Top step? Yeah, 200 good. Keep risking 200 and try to build a buffer, brother. That's it. Keep trusting your risk. Risk 200 flat per trade. I would try to keep it like 100 to 200. I would try to keep it 100 to 200, like RR depending on the DOL. Okay, so you're going profit based? It's not bad, bro. Just keep doing 200. Can you make a video? Yes. What's your strategy? I trade power of 3, brother. I try to capture the bulk of the 9:30 candle. Sometimes that overlaps nicely with 10 a.m. Well, boys, it's 11 a.m. I'm going to hop in a call with Gems. I appreciate everyone coming through. To that one guy who needs the real-time data, I hope you figure it out. CRT? No, not like CRT. CRT will play out only when the PO3 aligns. You have to align correctly. CRT is a pattern. I don't believe in CRT. It's a good model, but you have to know when it's gonna work. I mean, that's like any other model. So I don't use that narrative, but you can if you want. Free real-time data on demo plus 500 on United States. I'm butted with Apex. Am I cooked? No, man. You can get a payout with Apex. A lot of people get payouts with Apex. You just have to know the rules, and it is a little bit harder than other firms. That is true, but you can do it, man. Who says you can't do it? People do it. So can you. So can you, brother.
Heads up. Narrator, hashtag key journal Gotti, narrator heading, exiting narrator.
All right. I appreciate it. Actually, you know what? I'll stay on live in case anyone has a question. But I'll do some shit on the side. My bad. You look like Shaq. What's going on here, bro? I'll stay on live for a bit in case anyone has a question they're looking to ask me. 11 a.m. macro. It's 10:50 to 11:10. Lunch macro starts at 11:30. How did you do today? We caught one nice win, brother. And that's gonna just one nice win. That's all. I'm just journaling, guys, and posting homework, so just give me a sec. Are you taking a long when the CFTC gets out in place right now? No, I'm only taking any longs in lunch. If it didn't retrace now, then PM will. It'll probably retrace during lunch, if I had to guess. Do you risk 1% of funded? No, I don't risk 1% of my funded. That's way too much on a funded account, personally. I like to risk less on multiple accounts. Is the premium training you plan worth it? They're doing 60% discount. I mean, if you want. For me, all I need is the real-time data. 11 a.m. macro. It's 11:30 a.m. GXT charts. Not sure what that is. Not time to. I'm gonna clean my room right after this. I'm gonna go to the gym at 12, and I will read at least one chapter. I will do this today. Someone asked me tomorrow and make sure I do it. When is lunch? Lunch starts at 11:30. How do you set up your Notion journal? How do I set up my Notion journal? Pretty simple. I mean, I can show you. So, let me see which one. This is how I do it. I'll show you the template. This is my template. So, when I journal, which account? Funded, eval, demo, was it a tape read or none? The result, win, loss, break even, partial win, partial loss, no trade. Satisfaction of the trading day, net P&L. I break down the trade in text. New York PO3 model, midnight open PO3 model, executions, and then reflection on the day. This allows me to do it every single day. Do you trade the last macro 11:45 to lunch? There is no macro that starts 11:45. It's 11:30. I like to use Stonk Journal. It's a free journal platform. Yeah, you can use that, bro. Nothing wrong with that. I'm wasting my time. If I'm wasting my time and you're watching me, then what are you doing, bro? 11:30. Yep, 11:30 Eastern time is when lunch starts. Did you win today? Just got here. Yes. Got one win today, brother. How do I get real-time data? Because the basic plan is 5 seconds delayed. Which plans give me real-time data? The essential plan. That's the one I have, I think. All right, boys. I appreciate everyone coming through. I'll see you guys live tomorrow. Not in the morning session. Afternoon. No, I'm not going to give anyone advice. But it is in your best interest to not trade tomorrow in the morning session. And if you don't have experience trading FOMC, It's not an easy time to trade. It's very easy to get burned. I will trade it because I'm going to accept that risk because I know I can potentially find a really good risk to reward setup, and I'm willing to take that risk. It's not an easy time, but I'm still statistically in my favor to trade that time. If you don't know that for yourself, just take the day off. It's okay to not trade. It's better to not trade than lose, and you don't want to trade conditions that are not in your favor. So there you go. You know. Yeah, you want to say thank you so much. Proud of you, bro. It's all you, man. It's all you, brother. So I'll see you guys live tomorrow. Appreciate everyone coming through. How do I get real time? I use essential. Oh, you want 15 seconds? Then you got to get the one above essential. Just compare the plans, bro. Just go on TradingView and compare the plans. Trump going live 11:45. That's insane. We'll see what happens. Is that a CSD in the 5-minute? No. It's really not clean at that time interval actually. The 2-minute CSD is there if you want to be very biblical, but I don't know if I can trust it. I appreciate everyone coming through. I'll see you guys. If you have any questions, join the Discord. If you guys are not on the Discord, man, we're doing giveaways. It's literally a free Discord. Even if you literally just came for the giveaways, you might as well come because we're doing giveaways. Well, appreciate everyone coming through. I'll see you guys tomorrow.